Hello and welcome back to Tales from the Age of Men, and we're gonna obviously be attacking a bunch of Gondorian vassals and hopefully capture a lot of their territory in this episode. Now, of course, we do have our wonderful fellow Mr. Mouth of Sauron, and he is, of course, leading the charge, as it were. He's attacking the other Osgiliath that was not taken in the previous episode. And yeah, well, he's going to do that, and I'm going to do this. And I've kind of restructured my army a little bit. Basically, just getting a little bit more infantry, and I have disbanded a lot of our cavalry. Now, the main reason why I've done that is because I generally feel like, hey, you know what, let's just try out an infantry-focused army with a little bit of archer support. I feel like that could be a bit more effective. As we've seen, I don't know. As we've seen, I feel like cavalry is decent. Don't get me wrong. I would say they're decent. I wouldn't say that they're absolutely amazing or anything like that. But we've got to be a little bit careful because obviously Gondor and Rohan, they both have extremely good cavalry. At least from what I've seen. They seem to have very, very good cavalry. So I was like, okay, well, maybe I want to be a bit more infantry focused so that we can do these kinds of things where we have an exceptional amount of advantage if the cavalry decide to charge into us. And that's kind of the whole deal here. You can see that we're now having some issues potentially. Oh dear. Okay, well, hopefully... Oh, we got a troll with a spear. A troll with a spear? Oh, that's interesting. Okay, I did not know that they could have different weapon types. That's fun. Alright, well, I'm just going to leave my forces in shield wall formation for the most part. I am actually using a different two-handed axe this time around as well because I felt like the previous two-handed axe was too slow, but this one is looking pretty decent. I feel like it's not too bad. Should I tell my forces to charge in here, or should I just keep them in shield wall? I think I'll just keep them in shield wall for the moment. It does seem as though we're actually getting some pretty decent kills here. Pretty good survivability. We can only hope that we're going to survive this. And, wow, they have such good armor. As you can see, I barely do any damage, even with this weapon. And this weapon is actually really, really good, by the way. It has like 120 or something like that base damage. So generally, I would consider this weapon to actually be one of the better weapons we're ever going to see. But unfortunately, it's still not enough to kill these guys in one hit. We do need that two-handed weapon skill leveled up as best as possible. Unfortunately, it is very difficult to level it at the moment. I might have to get off my mount actually and level my athletics skill or something like that. You know what? Yeah, let's get off and let's actually see if I can actually do something here. Nice. Oh, okay, I was going to say nice because I thought I was going to kill him. Yes, there we go. Nice. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, very good. Okay, let's see if we can do some more damage here. Basically, anytime I can... Yeah, I mean, look at my athletics skill. It literally just power levels at this point. Because we have so many focus points in it. And, yeah, it's just a shame that we don't have any more capability. But, yeah, anyway, there you go. That's it. We're not going to have any more opportunities. I thought I could maybe murder him at the end there. Oh, well, never mind. Alright, so I'm basically just going to tell our forces to charge in. How many did we lose, actually? Only 6 people? That's pretty nice. That's pretty good, actually. I'm kind of surprised. And you can also see here that this particular troll over here actually has a big mace. I actually don't know what kind of mace that is. Looks like a two-handed to me, but I obviously wouldn't know because, let's face it, trolls, you know, they two-handed for us looks like a one-handed for them, and, you know, all that stuff. So this should be indeed a victory for us. I have to be a bit careful here. I do not want to die because we're very close to Mr. Denethor. Yes. And we don't really want him to, you know, come over and, yeah, do annoying things. So, yeah, I'm going to try to be a bit careful with that. Okay, so I'm just going to let my forces do... Oh, no, really? Are they going to do that annoying thing? Yeah, this is obviously the one thing about not having any cavalry. It does make things a bit more difficult when dealing with enemy cavalry, but I was kind of hoping they'd retreat considering they are basically done. I mean, there's only 7 of them remaining, but as you know, these fellows are very, very good at what they do. Yeah. They are very, very good at what they do. There's not much I can do about this either. I guess we're just going to have to wait here until they decide to retreat or not. Oh, it is actually a two-handed. Look at this. Yeah, the troll is using his two-handed right there. Unfortunately, as you can see, it does seem as though the hitbox is a little bit too small. That's what it seems like to me. I'm not entirely sure. I don't think he actually killed that, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Anyway, we are going to be done in just a second. I've actually been getting quite a few kills here because, yeah, look at that. You see that? That's exactly what I'm talking about. Those kinds of moments we can pull off if the opponent is unprepared and they are not deciding to attack us at the same time. They will just get slaughtered. Unfortunately, not in that case, because this guy was obviously very prepared. Alright, so I eventually killed the last ones. Oh, that was very annoying, wasn't it? Yeah, that was very annoying. If only we could have stopped the cavalry early on in the battle and had our forces actually, you know, take care of them. That would have been really nice. Anyway, as you can see, look at that. We gained 6 skill points in leadership. I actually can't believe that. That's actually pretty crazy. Let's auto-resolve the last little remaining bit. And funnily enough, we actually do gain double rewards for that. That's really, really nice. And we're going to be taking a prisoner. As I said before, we're probably going to be basically executing, I think, right? Oh yeah, by the way, I have a bunch of prisoners here. I'm going to have to get rid of someone. There we go. Not going to take any others here. And we're just going to be taking what we can in this case. There we go. Oh, actually pretty nice, but obviously Warg Saddle is what we're currently using, so obviously not going to be doing anything with that. So this is where we currently are. As you can see, this is... Oh, the Witch King is right here. Oh, I should probably go in there and actually help him, shouldn't I? The question is he severely outnumbered? I don't know. Is he already eliminated? No, he's not. Okay, so this actually does give us a very good opportunity. Alright, so before we go into the battle, let's take a look at our character here and actually see what we want to spec into. Well, it's pretty clear that we should probably be specking into Shield Breaker here, considering we are doing so much damage to shields already, because we do have... Well, obviously we have Woodchopper initially as well, but we also have a two-handed axe, which is definitely going to make a big difference. Otherwise, apart from that, for me personally, I think Heroic Leader is really, really good. So I'm probably going to be taking that, even though I do believe that Authority with the party size limit increase, if you really desperately need party size, then you should definitely go for this, because you can, in fact, get extremely powerful units to fill in those 5 slots. And then you're literally going to be so much more powerful in that regard. However, Heroic Leader does have that 10% battle morale penalty to enemies when troops in your formation kill an opponent, which is, in my opinion, probably slightly more my thing, just purely because I actually really like seeing the opponent retreat. So that's what we're going to go for there. And I'm going to be increasing... I actually don't know what to do. I think we'll probably just go for another point in two-handed here, and we'll go for a point in social, because I do want to get to 7 in social if I can. I do want to try to get leadership to the maximum. I always find it really, really funny. Leadership has basically nothing to do with party size for the most part. I mean, yeah, 5 party size here, and then what else do we have? Party size a little bit here from Leader of the Masses, and then a little bit from Uplifting Spirit. And I think that's it. There we go. We have Talent Magnet there as well, but generally, I'm actually not entirely sure why we would even want any of this. Both of these perks are kind of a bit weird to me. And then obviously you have Ultimate Leader, which does give you more party size, which I've always found a bit strange, because Steward is the party size increasing perk, and Leadership is the morale increasing perk, and it increases garrison size, which is really strange to me. I'm not sure why Leadership would be the thing that increases garrison size in comparison to Steward, when Steward has a lot of, shall we say, governor-focused abilities. I guess we do also have governor-focused abilities with Leadership as well, but I feel like the maximum level here, because as you can see, this has to do with morale, right? This has to do with morale, the steward maximum ability, which makes very little sense considering the fact that leadership is the morale perk tree. So I feel like these two should just be swapped around, but you know, obviously I'm not even going to talk about that because I am a big fan of a rework to almost all the perks. You know, there are some perks that are absolutely fantastic and amazing, but a lot of perks are just basically average and kind of bad, some of them. So, you know, I personally would like to see a huge rework, but obviously that is probably not going to happen. Let's face it, probably not going to happen. Okay, let's see if we can stay alive. And, well, I'm going to actually be attacking the, well, I'm actually not entirely sure. Oh, really? Really? That is absolutely terrible. Probably one of the worst things that could have happened there. And let's see if I can get some kills. There we go. Okay, please don't die, please don't die. I am probably going to, though, because, let's face it, I am up against literal rangers that will probably just murder me instantaneously, so... Wow, we're losing a lot of troops right now, but I think the enemy is actually losing more. Is that true? Yep, the enemy... No, we are losing more. We are losing more. That's bad. Okay. Alright, well, I got myself killed, but we did get 23 influence for that, 12 renown, pretty decent. Yeah, I managed to kill like 2 more archers before I got shot in the face, so yeah, not really super amazing or anything like that, but we do increase our relation with the Witch King here. I was going to say with Mr. Witch King, but yes, that's probably... Let's not do that. And we're going to be taking this guy prisoner, and we're going to be executing him in just a moment. Oh, we got some... Oh, okay, yeah, sure, fine. I'll take some Harad units. Why not? Sounds pretty cool. And yeah, these guys I'm obviously not going to be able to take, because otherwise we're going to be way over encumbered with prisoners. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to execute this guy, and this is obviously going to cause a huge amount of problems. I'm actually not entirely sure if we're even going to be able to even do this. Is this even possible? Yeah, I guess it is, right? I just don't want to cause a crash, because that is potentially a possibility. There we go. We actually destroyed this entire house, if you could believe that. That's actually kind of amazing. Alright, so yeah, apart from that, we can level up someone, and then we can actually make our way out of here. As you can see, we've gained the devious trait. Yes, we've gained the devious trait. Okay, so first of all, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to save, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to reload the game. Now, why I'm going to do that is because of the wonderful design decision that was made with Bannerlord itself. We have these relation boxes constantly popping up and making a sound every single time that happens. And I don't have the mod that disables that, unfortunately. And we just got 14,760 daily gold change. And I'm actually not entirely sure why we even got that. I didn't really receive a huge amount of influence, or maybe I did. Did I? I don't actually feel like I did, but maybe, I don't know. I mean, as I said to you, I got 13 or something like that for my actions in that battle there, which is very strange. Okay, so we're just going to sell everything that we can here. As you can see, we're getting 65,000, which is pretty crazy. Actually, 74,000, in fact. And the question is, do we want to... Oh, no. We certainly don't. We don't need any food whatsoever. Actually, I should probably be selling some food, shouldn't I? Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to tell our... Yeah, sure, why not? We can do this. 10,000. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Not bad. And, yeah. Oh, interesting. Okay, so basically, as soon as anyone captures another fief from that person, their culture immediately well, maybe not their culture, but their, you know, the ability to recruit units from the same faction is already changed, which I personally think is fantastic. I love that kind of thing because that makes it so much easier for you to resupply. Because if you personally go to, you know, someplace deep in enemy territory and you capture something, then at least you have the ability to recruit people that are actually going to be something that you're interested in using and having in your army and stuff like that. It really makes a huge difference. Anyway, let's see Whether they're actually able to take West Osgiliath, they may be will. Oh, wait. What's going on here? Ah, a courier arrives from Ugluk, chieftain of Isengard. He remarks on your growing reputation and asks if you would consider pledging yourself as a vassal. Alright, so technically we could do that. That might actually even be a thing. The question is, do we... the problem with fighting with Isengard right now is the fact that they have Rohan as enemies. And okay, look, I'm going to say it right now. I'm not a big fan of fighting them. The reason why I'm not a big fan of fighting them is because they are generally very, very cavalry heavy, and well, my history with lances is not very good. Let's just say that it's not very good. I am going to literally just die instantaneously every single time I go into a battle with these guys. So that's actually the main reason why I'm being a little bit dubious about accepting that particular offer. Maybe it's a good idea. That's the thing. Maybe it's a good idea. Maybe it's a bad idea. I don't personally know, but all I do know is that I would like to level up my clan tier a little bit more maybe before we commit to being any kind of vassal. You can see here, look at this. This guy right here would be absolutely fantastic to fight. Unfortunately, there is a 190 strong party way too close, so I won't be able to... wait. Hello? Okay, let's just... Wait. Let's just see here. Okay, whoa, wait. I don't even know what these guys are. Okay, let's have a look. Alright, where are they? There they are. Okay, so let's have a look. So they have... Ooh, okay, yeah. They have champions, and they have some of these guys. They don't have anything super hyper-specific. So it shouldn't be that bad, right? I mean, they've got champions... And do they have champions? Yeah, they have 17 champions in actual fact. And they also have Hill Sentinels. Are the Hill Sentinels actually any good? Let's have a look. Hill Sentinels. Ah, no, they're actually slightly worse than those guys. Alright, so I think I could probably take these guys down. Oh, this guy thinks he can take us. Alright, okay. Let's do it then, sir. Alright, well, I'm actually not... Oh dear. Now I'm not entirely sure if I have what it takes to be able to defeat this fellow. Well, I think we should be fine as long as we remain in shield wall formation and just slowly move towards them. They are primarily archers, so we could potentially use that strategy if we like. And I think we'll probably go with that. Why not? So let's have a look. Okay, we're 300 away. Let's move my infantry over here. And then the archers over there. There we go. Alright, so I have to be a little bit careful here, obviously, because I do have, well, very limited survivability. Oh, hello. Oh, okay, that was very fast. I actually thought that they would not be making their way towards us in any way, but of course they are. Okay, yeah, so that guy that just ran in there is probably going to die very fast, or at least I hope so. Nice, that's some good damage. Oh, that was some good damage, surprisingly enough. My speed bonus was not particularly good, so I obviously did not do that much, but good enough to potentially cause him to die later on. He's taken a pretty hefty hit. And yeah, we just need to be a bit aware of what's happening here. Okay, I'm going to use the environment. Going to try to use the environment here because basically, as you can tell, the enemy archers probably won't be able to see us just yet. Maybe they will now. Oh, that's kind of unfortunate, isn't it? Yeah, I was kind of hoping that they would be a bit further away. Okay. Well, these fellows just apparently just ignore me. That's kind of funny. Alright, so let's tell my forces to slightly move closer. I'm just going to keep them in shield wall formation pretty much the entire time. I think that's the best way to go about things. At least at the moment. Try not to get killed. Ah, yes, there's a wonderful throwing weapon coming my way. And our forces should be okay, right? I mean, should be, right? Maybe. Kill that guy finally. Whew. Yeah. I don't know what he's doing, just standing there. But yeah. Anyway, hopefully my forces will be alright. Yeah, it's actually looking pretty good right now, surprisingly. Not sure if I can do any better here. Unfortunately... Oh, it is such a pain sometimes, actually. It's such a pain trying to use some two-handed weapon. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Some two-handed weapons have like a strange arc to them, and others are really easy. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. It probably is just me, to be honest. But yeah, you can see here, look at our survival. Look at our survival right now. It's actually kind of crazy because we are doing so much in regards to defensiveness that the enemy can't really do much because their archers are not able to do damage, you see? So, because we are eliminating one source of their damage, we basically have every little bit of initiative. And I think we can probably tell our archers to move over here now. Maybe we can actually do something with that. Okay. Yeah, no, that's not going to work. Wow, the damage. These guys must have really, really good armor on. As you can see, barely able to do much to them whatsoever. But again, it might very well be that I just need to increase my two-handed skill a little bit more. If we do get head slashes, then that obviously makes a big difference. I'm just trying to get as much skill as possible, so if I steal some kills, then that's just how it's going to have to be. Alright, that is indeed it. Let's tell our forces to charge in, because that is game over for the opponent. And as you can see, we actually only ended up losing 5 people, which I have to admit I think is really, really good. I think Shield Wall, especially with this particular composition, I think that is going to be exceptionally good for us. I mean, look at that, 35 influence we got for that, 17 renown. I'm actually wondering whether we're going to get even more mercenary wages this time around or something like that. I'm actually not entirely sure. Okay, so the question is, do we want to take this guy prisoner and execute him? I think we will. Yeah, why not? I mean, that's what we're going to do. You know, we're starting to do the executions, so that's what we'll do now. All right, let's just take all of them, and we can take all the loot. I mean, technically, I am over-encumbered massively, so I should probably head... Oh, dear. Yeah, we're going to have a bit of a problem here, aren't we? Okay, I'm going to have to actually get rid of some of this, just so that I can slightly move a bit faster. I'm also disorganized at the moment, so that also obviously plays a part. So let's be a bit careful, because I don't want to be beset upon by this fellow. Yes. Okay, so the question is, yeah, I guess I will execute. It's just annoying to have to reload. Alright, so look at this. We're actually getting something that will massively help us out here to do a little bit more damage. Yes, a little bit more. And we're going to be taking Berserker. Yep. Not going to be taking Confidence. Confidence is, well, not very good, in my opinion at least. Alright, so what we're also going to do is I'm actually going to be purchasing a thing. I'm going to be purchasing an enterprise here because I want to see just how bad or how good this turns out to be. Now, you know what? It's kind of a bit strange, really. I'm not entirely sure why this guy has a linen weavery. Can you actually make linen here? Oh, flax. Yeah, I guess so, right? Okay. Well, maybe I should buy this guy's then. I'm going to buy it for 25,000. This is an absolute scam, but I will buy it. There is actually a person here. Oh, the Witch King has a quest for us. Oh, that's interesting. Revenue farming. Okay, well, I'm probably not going to do that. Thanks very much. But, yeah. I just wanted to see how much an enterprise would actually get us. And is the mouth actually still having problems here? I'm actually very surprised. What is his issue? What is his issue right now? Oh, and these guys really want to fight me for some reason. Why does Boromir want to fight me so badly? I don't know why, but he's definitely after us. Alright, so yeah, obviously we still have that offer from Isengard. Not probably going to be doing that in this episode at the very least. I'd like to try and, you know, shore up our money situation a little bit more here. And I'm very surprised that he's having so many issues. Look at this. He's actually failing. I'm actually wondering whether he's even going to achieve victory here. Because Boromir is definitely going to go in. Yep. There you go. That is a victory for... I'm pretty sure a victory for Gondor here. Or never mind. Okay. Gothmog coming over. Yeah. That's what happens. Yeah, that is indeed a victory for Mordor then, because I was 100% thinking they were gonna have game over right there. Anyway, from the shadowed depths of Dol Guldur, a vast horde of orcs spills forth, their crude blades gleaming with malice. Like a black tide, they sweep toward the ancient woods of Mirkwood and the golden boughs of Lothlorien, driven by the will of the Dark Lord. The elves of Thranduil and Galadriel stand resolute, their bows strong and hearts unyielding, yet the hour is dire. Fight, or see the light of the Eldar fade. And the elves must endure. Alright, so obviously we're going to see whether they actually do anything. I mean, obviously, funnily enough, we're not technically at war against those guys. We're not technically at war against the elves, which I actually think is a really, really good idea. I'm not sure if that's like... I mean, it's probable that that's the mod team's decision, right? Because obviously they know the behavior of Bannerlord AI is a bit weird, right? Because what's going to happen is if they were to make, you know, Mordor and Isengard and so on and so forth go aggressive against the elves and the dwarves and, you know, the men of Dale and all that stuff over there, they're going to travel all the way over there and they're going to waste so much time. It's going to be absolutely terrible. So, yeah, generally, I feel like the way that they're doing it right now with keeping this, shall we say, self-contained war in this area, very, very good. I think that is much, much better because of the way that Bannerlord AI works, you know? It's just so much more useful, as it were. You know, so much more useful, so much more impactful. And what's actually going on at West Osgiliath? It feels to me like they're getting consistent reinforcements over and over again. Very, very strange. Okay, I'm actually going to be going in here and helping this guy out because he was about to be destroyed. Yes, he was actually about to be destroyed, but we are now assisting him, and he is very, very pleased, of course. Ah, yes, we're fighting in the daytime as well. All right, let's do this. Question is, do I... Wow, this guy's got a lot of wargs. All right, yeah. The question is, do I want to use shield wall? Do I want to use shield wall formation? I think I probably will, but the question is, do we want to? Do we want to use it really, really dramatically here, like exclusively? Because our opponent is going to take advantage of the fact that our ally is charging straight in. Or at least, it feels to me like he's probably going to be charging straight in. I'm actually not entirely sure if he will. The enemy has primarily infantry, as you can see, so we're kind of in the same boat as him. Kind of interesting. Alright, well, let's see. I'm going to move my archers over here, I guess. As best as I can, at least. And, yeah. These fellows, they're probably going to be, yeah, as you can see, they really do survive. They have a lot of HP. They have really, really good armor. I really, you know what? If I actually do like a, you know, longer series on this mod, I am actually going to do smithing, I think. I'm going to do smithing. Next time I make a character, I'm going to do smithing. If it's not a bow user or, you know, something like that. But anything that's using, like, a big weapon, you know, like a big weapon, I am definitely going to be using smithing. That is just fundamental to creating a very, very powerful character. And we want some character that is actually going to just destroy our opponents, right? And while URUK is doing reasonably well, I mean, let's face it, you know, he's okay, you know, he's doing fine. He's not really as damaging as I would like him to be, especially against these kinds of units, especially against the heavily armored, these guys, right? These elite swordsmen. He can't kill them in one hit, unfortunately, unless he hits them in the head, which obviously is kind of doable. I mean, you can see here, I'm actually hitting in the head quite often. But, yeah, it would be nice if we would have just a little bit more damage. But, as I say, maybe that is going to come out from us actually leveling up, right? You know, it kind of stands to reason that we will be doing more damage then. I'm going to tell my forces to charge in here. I feel like I'm losing people. Yeah, no, I'm losing a couple. Not really a significant amount. I might actually get shot and killed here. Hopefully not. Ah, yes, of course. Ooh, nice. Double kill. Okay, that was great. Love that. Okay, don't get shot. Don't get shot. We're actually, surprisingly enough, living here. Oh, nice jump. Wow, wargs. Do wargs jump higher than horses, or is that just me? I don't know. Feels like it. All right, so wait a minute. Get him. Ah, there we go. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, we got to 150 in riding skill. That's great. I'm just trying to distract the archers, basically, for the most part. I'm not really trying to super badly kill them right now, because it is kind of difficult to do that when I'm one shot away from death. We're getting some nice kills, nice skill ups, though. Ooh, who's that? Is that the leader? That is the leader on the horse there, I'm pretty sure. He's wearing a very nice cape. Yes, there we go. He's dead. All right, fantastic. Very nice. And I believe... I'm actually very surprised that the wargs did not attack the rangers for the most part. I mean, literally, what what are they doing this whole time? The wargs are like, oh yes, we're just going to attack the infantry, the hardest possible enemies to kill. That sounds like a great plan, doesn't it? All right, yeah, well, that is indeed it, I believe. Yep, there we go. They are in retreat, which is really, really nice. Very, very nice. I like that. And there you go, 43 influence and 69 loot. Nice. Yeah, not too bad. All right, so yeah, otherwise, apart from that, we're obviously going to go into Minas Tirith, and we're probably going to hopefully sell in just a second. My name is URUK. Yes, and... Okay, yeah, I will take him. Why not? I guess. Not a terribly big fan. Yeah, we're gonna actually just do a little bit of a swappy swap action here. And what? How do I have one prisoner? It says I have one prisoner, but huh. All right, didn't. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what was actually going on there. Oh, hello. Okay, slightly better sword. Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, hello. That's a legendary sword too. All right. Yeah. Let's use that. That might be quite fun. Yeah, we have way too much loot. Let's go into Minas Tirith and actually see what's going on there. Ah, we finally took West Osgiliath. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that took a very long time, didn't it? Yeah. That just goes to show that actually it is quite possible, I think, for Mordor or Isengard or whoever to lose. But I think it very much depends. It depends on if they have any kind of interference, because obviously, as you saw right there, Boromir and his army came along, and he was very, very likely to win. He would have actually won that if Mordor had not received reinforcements. That was literally the entire reason why they won that. If they had not received any reinforcements and Gothmog hadn't appeared out of nowhere, then they would have successfully defended West Osgiliath. It would have been extremely easy for them to do that. So yeah, very, very cool to see that actually. Anyway, hello, a medic. Yes, absolutely perfect. Thank you very much, sir. Yes, join me. There we go. All right, that is wonderful. Well, I think I should probably get him some armor, shouldn't I? Yes, that's probably going to make sense. So let's do that. He's got basically nothing, as you could see, and he is a human technically, so I guess I can give him some Gondor armor, even though it's probably not very necessary, I suppose. But yes, I think I will. I have 316,000, so I might as well give him some relatively decent stuff, right? So, is there actually anything here that I feel is going to be protective enough for the price? I mean, 32,000, that's an insane amount, really. Insane amount for that. I think we'll probably just go for something like... I don't really want to spend so much. This one? Chainmail? Yeah, I think that seems pretty nice. Okay, yeah, let's just get him that. Get him this. Get him this. And this. Oh, he's looking cool. Oh, he's looking cool. Gondor armor looks really cool, actually, I gotta say. I'm usually not, I'm usually not a terribly big fan of the human factions. Not because, I like the evil ones more or anything like that. It's just they're not that exciting to me most of the time. And I'm not just talking about in Lord of the Rings, I'm talking about everything, right? Humans are just not that exciting. But their armor, in this specific case, looks very, very cool. Look at that. Gotta say, love that. Alright, so, yeah, let's actually give him a shield too, shall we? Let's give him a nice shield. Let's give him something relatively good so he doesn't die instantly. And we should also take a look at his other stats, see if he's actually any good at bows or something. No, he's not good at anything. He is okay at thrown weapons, so I could give him a hooked javelin pack there. Probably going to be kind of nice, and we can just get, let's see, is he good at polearms actually? No, I don't think so. All right, so let's see. What is he actually going to be used for at using one-handed? Yeah, okay, let's use that one with him. That sounds pretty good. I could give him a spear if we want to, but I don't think I'm going to do that. We're going to spend 28,000 on this. Technically, I could then sell all of this stuff, which might make sense. Yeah, let's do it. There we go. We're going to lose about 12,000 there, but that's really not that big a deal to me, especially. Okay, let's get these. Not a terribly big fan of taking such low-level troops. I would have preferred to have returned into Mordor territory and tried to, recruit some people that were slightly higher tier, because we can actually get shield bearers. We can get Black URUK shield bearers relatively easily from their villages, just because they are so much more, shall we say, advanced. And let's make him URUK. URUK will be our surgeon. Yes, very nice. And I think we are a scout, aren't we? Yeah, I actually forgot to assign myself. Okay, so we can now go into West Osgiliath as well, and obviously we can ransom our prisoners. Yeah, that's actually something that I forgot to do. I need to execute this guy, don't I? So let's execute him. He has been eliminated. His house has already apparently been eliminated as well. And once again, I am actually going to have to save and reload. Alright, so we're back, and the Mouth of Sauron and Gothmog are now traveling to the next place, which is over here. That is obviously to be expected. Now, I'm actually kind of... I'm actually kind of wondering, do you think... yeah, they probably will be able to do that, right? They probably will be able to pretty much capture everything here, but what I gotta say is I actually really, really enjoy the geography of this area, because as you see here, it has a very very nice, shall we say, linear strategic progression of how you are going to move through the land as Mordor. I'm not entirely sure I'm not entirely sure about the War of the Ring here. What is the I don't know which side is good and which side is bad. I actually can't tell. Is it green is good and red is bad? Probably. Or maybe it's the other way around, because technically green for us is like a sign of allies, and red is obviously a sign of enemies. So that could very well be the case. I guess we'll find out. Yes, I guess we'll find out as we continue to capture everything that we possibly can. And obviously we are leveling up forces as we go here. I do need to find some people that I can literally just attack randomly. Just so that I can level up some of my... I don't want to fight villagers, if at all possible. I'd like to fight a caravan. Maybe a caravan. That would be a nice little auto-resolve for us. Aha, hello. Yeah, you're moving at 6.0, 6.3, way too fast. Unfortunately. Maybe a nice little vassal? Maybe a nice little vassal would appear out of nowhere so we could fight them. The raids upon Dale and Erebor grow ever fiercer, and a grim truth dawns upon the north. These are no mere skirmishes of scattered Easterling tribes. From the shadowed lands of Rhûn, the men of the East march in lockstep with the will of Mordor, their banners bearing the mark of the lidless eye. The lonely mountain trembles, and the men of Dale falter, for the war in the East now serves a darker purpose. And the shadow is now spreading, of course. Alright, so what's actually going on there? Did something happen that I didn't see? Wait, what's this? These are the Noldor elves. Okay, and... Oh, wait. I'm looking at this all wrong. Okay, there we go. All right, so yeah, they're all the way over there. And then obviously we have Gundabad. And aha, oh, there we go. Now we've declared war on them. All right, see, there you go. So that's what I was talking about beforehand. And I actually think that the way that this has been done is very, very clever. I feel like they've done a great job with this because, as I said before, if Isengard and Mordor had declared war against the elves and the men and all that stuff all the way over here, way beforehand, the AI might have been like, yeah, let's go over there, let's go over there and, travel the entirety of the map. That would have been exceptionally bad, wouldn't it? That would have been really, really bad. So anyway, let's actually see here. Do you think I can even fight these guys? Yeah, I can fight these guys. I can definitely fight these guys. Yeah, as you can see, he's actually turning around now. Oh, this is a mistake, sir. You better make it. No, I'm way too fast. I'm way too fast. Way too fast for her. All right, so let's actually see here. Oh, here we go. We actually leveled up too. Okay. I'm going to be specking another point into charm skill here just because I am actually going for social, so might as well get some more benefit from charm. And we can get mounted melee damage. Yeah, we're going to go for mounted melee damage. Thanks very much. And charm skill, obviously, we're going to go for meaningful favors. And then we're going to move in. This is a little bit of, maybe a little bit problematic because a lot of my forces are actually, well, not a lot, but about 15 of my people are very low tier. So I'm a little bit worried. Okay, so this guy can just literally go here, I guess, and he can just stay with the archers. Oh, wow, this is kind of a bad area. As you can see, we have orc grunts, and these orc grunts have not leveled up in any way, so that's a bit problematic. Let's see. Yeah, they have a lot of infantry, not many cavalry, which is really, really good. And, well, we can only hope that we're going to do a good job here. I'm going to switch to my sword as well, because this is a legendary sword that we just got. And it might be quite fun to use it and see how it is. And let's just move my archers a little bit closer here as well. I actually wonder, are these guys actually going to try to attack us? No, they're not. They're actually being quite passive. Interesting. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to wait around about here. Let's move these guys over here as well. Move the archers, and let's see what happens. They're probably... Yeah, we are actually getting some shooty-shoot action going on here. The question is, I don't really want to go there myself, right? I don't really want to go there myself, because that's going to result in me probably dying. But I might be able to bait them into an attack, potentially. As you can see, the cavalry is deciding to maybe do something, which would be kind of nice. Let's get some auto-delegate on the cavalry here, on our cavalry. I'm not entirely sure who we even have, to be honest. And we've got our archers firing away here as well. Not exactly great. Okay, let's actually start moving, shall we? Ooh, I went for the thrust. That was obviously not going to work out too well for us, unfortunately. There we go. The cavalry is trying to charge a little bit. Nice. Yeah, I was about to say nice because I thought I would do more damage than that, but no. We just did 26. It was a bit of an awkward angle, I suppose. Yes, nice. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Good damage. Let's start moving a little bit forward here. Yeah, this is going to be very, very tricky. They are holding position extremely close. Super, super weird, actually, for them to be this weirdly close to each other, but I guess that is to be expected. Yeah, decent damage there. As long as I can kill a couple of people, I don't really mind. I'm going to switch to my axe again, I think. That's probably slightly better for us. I can destroy their shields faster, maybe. And actually killing the enemy's vassal would be extremely, extremely good. Yeah, these sailors are just going to die. They are literally just going to die from us right here, which is really, really nice. And I'm hopeful that our archers will be able to deal with the enemy's cavalry. I know that sounds super weird considering You know, technically you don't want archers to deal with cavalry, but in this case, it is actually preferable because we have so many archers and they don't have that many cavalry, so that it is actually kind of good that our forces are able to handle them, just from a perspective of numbers. Yeah, okay, so my forces are okay. We are actually getting shot. Yeah, they do have some of these fellows. I would like to kill them if at all possible. There we go. Nice. Okay, some decent damage. And I think we should probably tell our forces to charge in, shall we? Shall we tell our forces to charge in? Yeah, let's tell our forces to charge in right now. I know that's going to break their formation, but I think maybe it's good. Because then we're going to get a lot more aggression from them. And it's probably going to see us to victory, or at least I hope so. Actually, no. Actually, that was bad. That was a bad idea. Yeah, that was a pretty bad idea. I should have stayed in formation. Okay, well, lesson learned, right? Lesson learned. So we'll... Oh! That was a nice hit. All right, that was really, really good. I absolutely love those kinds of hits, even if it happens to me. That is so fun. Generally, whenever someone kills me with a thrown weapon and our body slides across the ground, I always just go, yeah, that is just so funny. It's great. Anyway, we did end up losing quite a few people, but yeah, some of them were actually, yeah, kind of high level. Yeah, well, as I say, we don't have to worry about that too much. I can level those up relatively easily in time. And, well, we have another prisoner. And we've reached, well, 100 in leadership. That's very, very nice. That actually means a great deal. You know why? We can now get an extremely, extremely good perk. And I'm going to be very, very interested in using that. Okay, so let's actually just go ahead here. There we go. And once again, we're going to be executing, of course. We're going to be executing. But first of all, we're going to get Famous Commander. I think Famous Commander is the way to go here. Because as you saw before, or as I said, basically, getting faster non-bandit prisoner recruitment is obviously amazing. This is really, really good if you're playing regular Bannerlord or playing some other kind of total conversion. You probably don't want to be converting Gondorian units as a Mordor character. But obviously, that doesn't really... It doesn't really come into it if you don't care about that kind of thing. You can decide whatever you want to do with your game, obviously. It's your game. You can decide what you have fun with. But for me personally, I want to get renown gain so that we can just level up our clan tier just that much faster. We're also going to get projectile deflection, even though that never works for me, ever. And I think we'll probably spec into charm skill, or... Could spec into riding skill, I suppose. Yeah, we'll spec into riding skill, I guess, considering... And we'll now move on. Actually, let's not move on, because that's going to be the end of this episode. I'm going to execute this person, and then we're going to be coming back and seeing what we can do. I'm going to maybe let the game run a little bit in between episodes, just so that we can see what actually happens when I'm not interfering with anything, and we'll see whether the opponent has any way of defending themselves against the might of the mouth of Sauron. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.